Welcome to the Trading Daddies podcast, hosted by yours truly, Nico Reyes, and as always, my amazing co-host.
What up, Daddy?
Here at the Trading Daddies, we are always on the lookout for Mr. Jack Ma. It is week 2 of Jack Watch 2021, and we are starting to get really concerned. Jack, smoke signals. I mean, we want to save you. Do we need to send in Jackie Chan? Do we need to send in Jack Reacher? Jack Ryan, any Jack that could definitely help. You know, I'll do jumping jacks to help. Jumping jacks for Jack Ma.
Keep going. Keep going. we also talked about stocks, by the way.
We did talk about stocks. We talked about how Cathie Woods just started an ETF for space exploration. We're very bullish on space exploration. It is the next frontier. What else, dude?
We talked about our plays. We talked about how we're up this week. We talked about what an oversold stock is. We talked about a lot of things. Obviously.
We also talked about how much I refuse to believe in GameStop. You guys could pump GameStop up all you guys want. I'm still shorting that piece of garbage because how are you going to give me $3 for $500 worth of tech? Come on, GameStop. One job. You have one job. I don't care. I'm out. But anyways, follow us on Instagram. Information's always down below. Please give us a subscription. Subscribe to the channel, please, and then give us the preemptive thumbs up. Hit the post notification bell so that you get a good ding, ding, ding every time we drop a new episode. And as always, let's go to the show.
Yeah.
Perfect. Welcome to the Trading Daddies podcast, hosted by yours truly, Nico Reyes. And as always, my amazing co-host in the building.
What up, Daddies?
Let's go. Dude, how are you been, man?
Injured.
Like, injured? Injured. Show our viewers your injury. Show them your injury.
Oh my god, dude.
What the hell
anyway,
happened?
So I fell.
You fell?
And I wasn't even drunk. All right, so I went to go check the mail, and then this was, a couple nights ago, and actually last night. But I went to go check the mail, and I didn't see the black ice, and whoop, bro, I flipped.
You was it like a cartoonish banana slip? Oh, damn.
Yeah, and then so I fell. I landed on my lower back.
Uh-huh.
And then I tried to cushion my fall with my left hand, my left arm, and then I have like a really nasty, like my skin
Just
was torn off
from the asphalt or from the ice?
from the ice.
Holy shit, that's like you got
It like scraped, like you can see my flesh.
you guys got some deadly ice.
It scraped off my hand. My entire left arm, like it's sore right now.
I bet.
And the best part was my neighbor across the street was outside, was walking, was about to check the mail. He was about to check the mail too, and he didn't even say hi to me if I was okay or not.
He just looked at you?
He just looked at me.
My guy. You get better neighbors.
It wasn't Forrest. Forrest would have been like, he would have been wearing those boxers. Like, what's up? You need help? And I was like, damn, it's 5 degrees, man. Put on some shirt. Yeah, dude, I've been beat up, man. Anyways.
Oh man, speaking of beat up, we saw some nice beaten up plays that really paid out well, and they are still running. Like these plays are still like moving, and we're coming across something pretty exciting actually, because we're looking at futures right now. For the traders that are following us, you know how we look at futures. Before you look at futures throughout, like after trading, like after 3 o'clock, you start looking at traders and start looking at futures, and you're trying to predict where tomorrow is going to end up. And I'm not sure if this is a glitch on investing.com, but these are like crazy numbers. These are like,
I saw that too. Yeah.
it's still going. It's still happening. VIX is way down. So I'm excited for tomorrow because most of the plays will probably print. I think also the reason for the bullish futures is just because that Donnie Pump got impeached a second time. So
holds the record.
he holds the record, right? That guy, dude. That guy, like, oh man, like, where are we gonna get our signals now?
Bro, he holds a lot of records. Like he used to tweet out like 100 tweets a day.
I question that. You know how we talked about that in a previous podcast? Like,
tough, man.
His tweets move markets, right? Well, what I want to know is, like, does he really have the stamina? The stamina to tweet 100 tweets a day?
Yeah, it takes skills, bro.
It takes a lot of energy to do that. And I don't.
It takes a lot of energy. Yep.
From the initial reports, when he started office, he was done by like 2 p.m. That was his call time. Like, he's done at 2 p.m.
Tweeting?
No, just working in general.
Oh, working. I was like, he's tweeted like midnight.
Like, I want to know who tweets for him. There has to be somebody that tweets for him. Stephen Miller, you bald-headed bastard. Like, if there's anybody from the administration that I would probably want to have a fist fight with, it's going to be Stephen Miller. That guy is 34 with no hair. Karma's a bitch, asshole. But anyways.
I got my hair.
Yeah. Dude, look at mine. This is luxurious. I'm excited.
Right. Dude, you are like an onion head.
Yeah, this is glorious, dude.
Just layers, bro. Layers,
right? And it's been a crazy week. I mean, we've called out these plays like, you know, it's not like they materialized out of nowhere. We did the work on them. The most prominent play that we've been playing is FedEx. FedEx is a fat chart. There's so much more room to grow on FedEx, especially with the MACD just about to cross over. We're gonna see some nice gains on FedEx. I hopped in that trade yesterday. Paid a pretty expensive premium for the calls that I did, so I ended up spending around $1,800 on them. But I feel that the returns are going to be, a lot. So I'm fairly up on that trade. John called out GME yesterday, which
no, it was when was it? So it's Monday night.
Oh, was it Monday? No,
yeah, it was Monday night.
Oh, was it Monday night? Yeah,
because it ran it ran back to back, and I was like, bro, like we got to get into Aunt Jamia. It's ticker symbol JMIA. So it's a German e-commerce that services. What do they service? Africa.
Yeah, it's like
the entire continent, right?
It's like African Amazon or African Alibaba.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Did you just say African Alibaba?
Yeah, African Alibaba. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Each continent has its own version of Amazon, right? Ours is Amazon. Theirs is Jumia, and then the CCP has Alibaba, which I'll get into in a bit. I have some breaking news for Jack Watch 2021. We're in week 3.
But I just want to let you know, bro, I've been lagging on the TikTok thing because I can't figure. I just got my mic. I got my stand, so I'm ready for TikTok. Okay, I'm ready to go viral, bro.
Dude,
like when we hit 1 million viewers, that's it. You know, like we're sellouts.
We're selling out. We're gonna sell out. But other than that, the other plays that I'm still playing is BNGO. They just announced that they're scared of being delisted from the NASDAQ. It's now gone because they're above the share price threshold to be compliant with the NASDAQ. So that's going to be good news. And their Saphir genomics platform is making great breakthroughs, and they're having their symposium until Friday. So we could see some more gains on that as the news rolls in. And I'm also in Wells Fargo. I know we said no more earnings plays, but Wells Fargo out of all the banks, that's the bank that's kind of lagged a little bit because of poor leadership, and I think the change in their leadership has really helped out. And we're looking at
add something for the banks.
Yeah.
So for our listeners, our viewers, for all the daddies out there, banks. Just this is just my opinion. Banks will be a thing of the past.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the future because everything's digitalized now.
Hmm.
You can bank online now. Um, that's why their stock price, have taken a hit. The only bank that I would trust right now is, the biggest one would be J.P. Morgan,
Hmm.
obviously. Plus, they pay dividends. The reason I'm somewhat semi-bullish on banks, for the next few months is because the government had allowed them to do share buybacks.
Mm.
Okay, so we saw it with Ally.
Hmm. We did see Ally, yeah.
Yep. So Ally Financials just did a share buyback. So what's a share buyback? Share buyback is pretty much, long story short, the company's buying more of its own shares.
Hmm.
Okay, that's it, plain and simple. So what does that mean? So it means there's more strength in the stock price. There's more stability because the company is believing on its own. It believes in itself,
Hmm.
right?
So,
And
remember how we talked about an offering last episode?
yeah,
This is the reverse of an offering.
somewhat. Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
is the
Yeah.
reverse
This
of
is
an
good
offering.
news. This
Hmm.
is good news. Like I would say, 90% of the time when a company says, "Oh, we're going to do a share buyback," they shoot up.
Hmm.
And then 90% of the time when a company says, "Oh, we're going to do an offering," they take a dump.
They take a dump, right?
Except for Tesla.
Jesus, Tesla. Any EVs
Yeah.
right now? Any
Yeah.
EVs? Any EVs that
Oh,
that say that we're gonna do an offering, they get bought up like the same day.
oh, we're going to talk about offerings, or are you done?
Oh, I'm pretty done.
Okay, so offerings. Speaking of offerings, you know who did an offering recently?
Who?
Neo.
Oh, they did. They
Monday.
did. Monday they did.
Yep. But what happened to the stock price?
Um, Investors were like, we don't care.
Didn't do much.
We don't care.
It's like remember when Tesla announced an offering back in September?
Oh yeah,
Nothing happened.
nothing happened.
And then they did one in December. Nothing
Nothing
happened.
happened. It just shot up. It just kept on
It just
getting
shot
up.
up. Yeah, I know. It's resilient.
It's
Super
very
resilient.
resilient. So I think that's because we're in this EV revolution, and in all honesty, a lot of people are saying that the EV revolution is just starting. It's just starting. There's going to be so many more players in the EV market. I mean, we talked about Apple getting into the EV craze, which I'll talk about later in current events. Um, but these companies are just getting like massive influx of cash because they like everybody's kind of like getting into the idea that electric vehicles are really the future. Um, and I'm curious to see how oil is going to react. Not
Yeah, but
as as a surplus and supply and demand thing. It's more of like, what are the oil companies going to do in order to stay relevant?
I mean they got this decade,
Yeah.
to figure stuff out because by 2035, for example, state of California, they're moving into like all EVs,
Dude, that's 14 years away.
and Japan,
Japan too, yeah, that's 14 years away.
2035.
Yeah.
Yep,
I'm gonna be How old am I gonna be?
48.
48. Jesus Christ, I'll be 48
Damn.
years old.
And then imagine Teddy's gonna be trading, be like,
Nah.
"Daddy, should I put my money in Luckin Coffee?"
No, don't do that. Don't.
Have you seen that meme when you handed your kid some money
Oh yeah.
and then he dumps it in Tesla calls? You're like, "Attaboy."
Attaboy. 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 I think that's one lesson that I'm gonna impart to my kids. It's financial literacy.
Yeah, because it was never taught at school.
No,
Like it sucks.
no.
It sucks.
We they failed us as a generation. I feel we're slowly picking it up, but it's never too late to learn. Never too late to learn, right? Um, but dude, how was your trading this week?
Uh, we had a killer week, man. I think we're at 9 grand. It was like back to back, like four and four, and then one Monday. Um, and you know what's been killing it? Why I'm up that much is because I don't know. It's just whatever we just look into, like oversold stocks. They've been running.
Yeah, they've
So
been. There's
one of
no
my
way.
biggest winners for this week was Beyond Meats. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
yes, it's fake meat. All right,
Mm-hmm.
who cares? But what we're here for is the short-term gains. So, for example, Beyond, I got into Beyond ticker symbol BYND yesterday. I got in for 100 shares, and today it shot up, to like resistance. Um, so it was like a $1,000 profit, and you know what I did with that $1,000 profit? I was able to buy shares of Lockheed Martin, which is
Nice.
LMT,
Yeah.
which we're gonna also talk about it with
Yeah.
Cathie Woods. Also, I got a free share of Walmart.
Nice.
Okay, so that's what $500 right there, right, for
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
Okay, and then and I was talking to someone about it, Saga, that's his name on Discord. So my strategy for this year is that I have a growth portfolio which I'm sharing to everyone, right? So whatever money I make from all these short-term plays, like for
Mm-hmm.
example day trades or swing trades, I reinvest the profits back in my portfolio. So today it was a $500 free like gain, right?
Yeah. Keep talking. I'm just gonna
And
turn my.
then the other half, I'm going to trade it back in the portfolio. So currently, that portfolio alone, the growth portfolio that I started for this year, it's up almost 3 grand.
Dude, we're only 13 days in the year.
Yeah, and then this, dude, I'm telling you, this growth portfolio is up almost 3 grand.
Nice.
And if you guys go back to episode, I think it was was it 19 or 20? Where we announced
It was two. It was 2 episodes before New Year's Eve.
okay, so for our listeners, our viewers, if you guys want to check out what the hell I'm talking about, what these top 8 stocks are, if you're new to the show, refresh back to season 1. I think it's the last week of December. Just look at the header. It says, top 8 stocks. Okay, so the top 8 stocks would be, LMT, CRM, Baba, Costco, Walmart, Disney, Home Depot, Palantir, Microsoft. So those are my core 8 stocks, right? And yeah, dude, it's up almost 3 grand, and there's gonna be more tomorrow because it's looking like a nice setup. I also got into American Airlines.
Hold
Look into airlines. I know it's a pandemic play. Airlines are weak right now, but what we're looking at from a technical perspective, we're looking for a short-term bounce. Okay, so I got into American Airlines. It's a small position, 350 shares. I'm looking to add to it. We got back into Baba,
Oh yes, for
and
the
then there's a
people on the
story with that
Discord.
because
Yeah.
yeah, Bob, they didn't find Jack Ma, but I know you want to share your news, but
Hmm.
the three main companies, Tencent, Baidu, and is that how you pronounce it? Baidu?
I
Baidu?
think so.
Ticker symbol BIDU, whatever.
BIDB. Yeah.
And Baba, those are the three main giants that are listed in the U.S. stock market. They're not getting delisted anymore,
Good.
which is good
Yeah, which is great. And
because
price action on that's crazy.
oh hell yeah, dude, Baba is like cheap right now,
It's
and
super
to all
cheap.
my listeners, like, dude, Baba is cheap. That's the Chinese Amazon.
Yeah. So and big e-commerce is huge. Look at Big C.
Oh,
Big C is a beautiful chart too. So when we talk about beaten down plays, these are plays that have gone down in price
yeah,
to a certain level where for the technical heads out there is the RSI is below the 30 or roughly around below 50 is actually acceptable,
yeah,
and the MACD is on a curling action. So you'll definitely see that like the MACD is on an upswing, and once it cradles and it crosses over that lagging line, we're definitely going to see a lot more gains. And if you're playing like we're playing, where we're swinging, not for the fences this time, but we're swinging to a certain point where we feel like this is enough for us. then you get out of that trade and you enjoy your profits.
Yeah. So going back to what you said, bro. If you look at FDX, okay, this is a learning perspective right here. Ticker symbol FDX, FedEx, which is a pandemic play as well. They're delivering all the vaccines across the U.S. If you look at the RSI on the daily chart, okay, so check this out. 2 days ago, we're talking about Monday, the RSI for FedEx was at 24. It was super beat down, and that's when I got in FedEx.
Oh, you got it in earlier than I did. Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I'm up, I think 400 right now on FedEx.
Oh, nice.
And it's not that I think I only have not that many shares too. So if you look at Monday, the RSI was at 24, and then if you pair that up with the MACD, you see how it's curving. That's what we're looking for. All right. And if you guys want more breakdowns like these, come join our Discord channel. It's free. There's a lot of creeps out there that don't talk, but they still play our plays. And it's funny because I posted Virgin Galactic, SPCE, right? And I was like, space is going to blow up. And next thing you know, all these creeps come out of the woodwork and like, oh, I'm in it too. I'm like, well, where'd you come from? I've been talking all day.
No, it's so that Discord is so much fun, dude. That Discord is so much fun because we're talking like John and I are usually on that Discord channel around 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning when we wake up, and out of nowhere people are like, oh, I'm in there too, and we're like, oh snap, when did you get it? It's like it's super exciting because we're like talking about each other's plays, and space is just going nuts.
Yeah, there's a reason why, and we're also going to talk about LMT as well and Cathie Woods. So going back to FDX, that's what we look for when we tell you guys about oversold, beat down plays. There's plenty of those in my watch list, and dude, we can go on and on and on when it comes to these watch lists because I have about 150 stocks on my watch list. That's why I'm always finding these plays like clockwork, right? But check out FDX. FedEx, my price target's at 260. That's probably going to net me about 1,200. 12 to 14.
I'm up 500 on it right now.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. Oh, you got calls, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for my approval to because I just opened this account and I just applied for options.
I have a fairly long expiration date on FedEx, so February 19th. There's so much room to go.
You got plenty of time. But yeah, also, why is my account up a lot right now? We're going to talk about ASAN, ASAN. I know it might be a little too late to get in there because it already ran like 20-25% within the past, 3 days or so. This one, I am bullish and long-term holder of ASAN, ASAN, because first of all, it's a Peter Thiel company. You just got to follow the money, like we always say. Peter Thiel is known from PayPal, first backer of Facebook, also Palantir. So he's a well-known investor, right? So I'm going to hold a plus I have 5 leap calls, December expiration.
Oh, nice.
And I think I'm already up like 70% on it.
Sheesh.
My goal is to hit 1,000%. Just like you, bro. You inspired me. I just want to let you know these diamond hands. Well, except for this one, these diamond hand. We'll try to hold on to these stocks, for quite some time. So you really inspired me on that one, and I think I'm doing a lot better when it comes to like holding on to these stocks.
Yeah. So I mean. One thing that I've learned is I'm really trying to try to stick with that our mantra for 2021 is that it's time in the market versus timing the market. And dude, we're 13 days in 2021, and I'm experiencing some nice gains for the month already, for the year. So I think this is.
Dude, just imagine 6 months from now, man. Like we're gonna look back and be like, "Damn,
we're up a lot."
We're up a lot.
I think this year is gonna be that year where I forge myself into becoming a better trader because I'm sticking to the rules. And I mean, John and I talk all day constantly, and we text back and forth a lot, and he sends me pictures, he sends me screenshots of beaten down plays, and like sometimes I look at it and I'm like, shit, I want to get in, but I always remind myself, like, dude, you have 7 positions open, don't over trade, don't get as much as you want to. Do you really see yourself closing out this position before you hop in? Because there's always plays. There's so many good plays out there, especially around this time. We're in most of the charts that we're looking at are all beat down, unless you're still looking at Neo and you're still looking at everything that ran up already.
Tesla,
Yeah,
plug,
right. All the
FSL.
EV plays, those are gone. Like, unless you're already in there, you're not chasing the top. Don't do that. But we're seeing big commerce, retail that are beaten down like crazy. Walmart popped in the past 2 weeks.
Dude, Walmart
Walmart
and
Costco
Costco.
are crazy moving right now. Target is at all-time highs. Shout out to Tony for that.
Yep.
So it's not just EV. It's not just EV. There's so many more sectors. And if I turn on my phone right now and I'm going to look at other plays that could be definitely worth it, I would look at DocuSign. I would look at Salesforce is still under.
Salesforce it has a nice chart, man. It's
Beautiful
cheap.
chart. They have to be patient with that. That's what we're saying. When you time the play, you could never really be fully accurate. I mean, different strategies come into play. So let's say, for example, you hop in a trade that's beaten down. Cool, it's beaten down, right? If it dips a little bit more, I hope that your position sizing is not crazy big. Make sure that you know exactly what your position sizing looks like. For me, my initial position start is always going to be two contracts. It's either 2 contracts or equivalent to $1,000. So if I see a play that's above my current threshold for how much I'm willing to pay for, I'm not going to play it. So if it dips below and I add another option to that play and on the upswing, guess who's making all those gains once it reaches a certain level because your dollar cost average already. So position sizing is very, very much important when you're looking at these plays because again, you can't time this. You have to stay in it. And you have to make sure that you're capturing all the gains upwards. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't work out, but you have to also know what your risk assessment is. I have a very high risk tolerance. Like my risk tolerance is over 9,000. My risk tolerance is that of I could lose everything today and I'll be fine because I'm not that type of person to go off myself because I've lost everything.
We were talking about it today. Someone trying to challenge me, and then I texted you. I was like, "Bro, you're gonna bet against a degenerate? Like, I'm fearless, bro."
And that goes into the psychology of the game. That goes into the psychology of the game because the game that we play is not for the faint of heart. It's not glamorous. We're looking at charts all day. We're looking at numbers all day. And but again, like in your head, like how much am I willing to lose, and how much am I willing to figure? How much work am I willing to do in order for me to find out what my risk tolerance is? For John and I, our risk tolerance is over 9,000. Like I could I could blow it on something and would walk away. Not because I'm rich, because I know for a fact that there's a way for me to make it back. Right?
Yeah,
There's always a way, right? And
That's
I did.
perfect.
If we're gonna look at my trading year from last year compared to this year, I mean, granted, it's a small sample size. We're 13 days in, but like compared to last year, when I had so many swings in my portfolio and I didn't know where I was going wrong, but I've learned from those mistakes, and I'm still learning. It's a never-ending process. I'm still learning, but those mistakes that I've learned from, dude, I'm super excited for this year. I can't. I'm super pumped. Every day I wake up in the morning, I'm like, yes, let's try to make some more today. And I think we're on track.
Since backtracking, since we talked about Walmart, I was just at Walmart the other day too, and Costco too. Walmart Monday is putting its hands in the cookie jar.
Yeah. They are.
Okay,
They are.
the reason they shot up is because this retail giant is going into the financial technology industry. So Walmart had announced Monday that is partnering with, it's called the Ribbit Capital. Never heard of them, but here we are. So they are a huge backer of Robinhood
Oh,
and Credit
nice.
Karma. Ooh. Yeah, so for the folks who have Robinhood, they're like, oh crap, like let's
Hmm.
get into Walmart now. The purpose is to deliver tech-driven financial experiences tailored to its Walmart customers and associates. Okay, so it might seem that it's not their business to be in this sector. However, Walmart already offers services
Hmm.
like check
They do. They
cashing,
do MoneyGram.
credit cards, money orders, you name it, right? And once they get this up and running, I think this will only boost their
Oh yeah,
e-commerce presence. Okay, 'cause they're trying to compete with Walmart and I mean Walmart, Amazon. I'm sorry. Um, Once they launch this, it will just create a new revenue stream. Okay, for this retail giant. Also, Bank of America put up $175 price target for Walmart. Currently, it's at 147. Okay. A little disclaimer: I do own shares at Walmart. Plus, we did a stock of the week
hmm,
for Walmart. Dude, Walmart is just they have everything, and plus on top of that, they pay a 1.45%
nice. It's a
annual
great company.
dividend.
Walmart's a great company. No matter how you, I mean, you've seen that
So
website, People of Walmart. Ever seen that website before? I mean,
yeah,
Walmart's a great company.
yeah,
So let's get into some current events. Let's start with Cathie
Cathie
Woods.
Woods.
Like what can't she do?
I'm gonna be real quick right here. So Cathie Woods just announced today that they're exploring. Check that out. Exploring.
That's dad
All
joke
right.
number one for the year.
Yeah, exploring a space ETF. So companies that are in the space field like LMT, Virgin Galactic, SPCE. What else is in that sector that I don't even know?
BA, yeah, Boeing,
BA, Boeing. Boeing is an aero defense
SpaceX might hop
company as
in.
well. Oh,
That ETF is gonna be fun.
so all these companies shot up. I have shares in LMT, Lockheed Martin, and I also own calls in SPCE, which I think it's going to jump tomorrow.
um,
It shot up
yeah, after hours,
18%.
crazy. Question for you: do you know what that ticker symbol is for that ARK ETF?
They haven't finalized it, so I mean, if
I think
once it's
I'll
out, I mean, I'll let
I think
everyone
what
know.
I'm gonna
So
do is I want to get exposure into space, not SPCE, but I want to get exposure into space. So what I'm gonna do
yeah,
is I'm gonna play that ARK ETF, as his. I mean, we've seen how ARK ETFs move from last year. If you got in January, even after the March dip, you're still up 40%. So an
oh
ARK
yeah,
ETF
yep.
is definitely it's a great way to get exposure into certain stocks, but you don't want to hold that one single stock.
There you go. So to break it down, what is an ETF? Real quick, okay? ETF is basically a
Hmm.
collection of stocks. That's it. So for example, if I'm heavy on, LMT and LMT decides to say, like they go bankrupt tomorrow, that's it. My entire
Hmm.
portfolio is shot, right? But if LMT is a tiny percentage of this
Let's
whole
yeah.
collection of stocks, this ETF, right? Then I won't
Hmm.
be affected as
It's a
much
leverage position.
because it's only like
Hmm.
a percent
Hmm.
off of
Exactly.
this ETF.
Exactly.
So, just to break
Exactly.
it down real quick. So,
GameStop shot up 11%. I don't understand. You know
why?
what it is? Shorts. It's a short squeeze.
No, not 11%.
Yeah,
It
no, it
was
was up
crazy. It
crazy.
was a crazy amount.
It ended at 11%. It ended at 11%. Um, because of the short squeeze. So a short squeeze is when there's so many short sellers and they end up getting margin calls. What happens is you need to cover your positions, and when you cover a position,
Yeah.
you obviously have to buy the shares at that lower price that will raise the stock up. So that's what happened. I am still going to short GameStop because I want revenge for GameStop. I hate GameStop with a passion. GameStop for the people. I mean, granted, they got new change in leadership, and I hope their leadership kind of fixes the issue.
Why?
Well, okay, it's a trash company. That's why you need new leadership. Also, GameStop. I have a bone to pick with GameStop. Can you imagine trading in a PS2, 14 games, one extra controller, mint
Mint
condition,
condition in the box
and I
still.
baby my consoles. I baby my consoles, right? All of that, which I'm pretty sure was probably bought for upwards of $500, $600. You know how much these want to give me? $3. So GameStop, please fix. like, I was so pissed. I was so pissed, and then I was like, $3, $3.
I'm shorting your
What am I
stock.
gonna do with $3? So one time, right? I bought a Wii, right? And then I didn't want my Wii anymore because it was very limited. So I went to GameStop. I was like, I'm gonna trade this in for cash. You know what I did? Somebody was also looking for a new Wii, and then I was like, hey, I'll sell you my Wii for cheaper. While we were in the store.
Wow. Wow. That's what you call short selling.
I shorted them in person.
That's what you call short selling.
F GameStop. I'm shorting you.
And you know why? I'm going to add on to that. The reason their shares, skyrocketed today is because they added a new board member. You know who it was? Ryan Cohen. Who the hell is that, right? But if you actually Google this guy, he was a co-founder of Chewy. And you know what? I have a very soft spot when it comes to ticker symbol CHWY because I tried trading that so many times and I've lost like 9 out of 9.
It doesn't ever fall in your favor. It never does.
It doesn't.
I think so too. I think it really does hate you.
Bro, and to this day, I still don't know who's paying for our dog food because we keep getting deliveries every month, and I keep checking.
You don't know who it is.
Every time I see that box, I just kick it, bro.
All right, guys. Jack Watch 2021 is still happening. We're still missing Jack Ma. The whereabouts of Mr. Ma is still unknown. Baba shares are up from taking a huge bond deal from the CCP, and rumor has it, this is a rumor, that the CCP is going to take over Baba and Tencent and make it a national company. That's huge. Crazy. Because now if the CCP owns the entirety, they nationalize it. And they have the abilities too because it's a communist country. Good Lord, imagine the CCP owning Baba. Owning.
If the CCP tells you you can only shop at Baba,
you shop at Baba and you say, you know what, CCP, how much do you want me to pay for this knockoff iPhone charger my whole life? Yes, I'll do it. You have to say yes. You have no choice. You just have no choice. Like, in order for you to log into CCP Baba, they ask you, are you down with the CCP? And then you have to answer, yeah, you know me. And then now you could shop. Because otherwise, if you say no, you're not down with the CCP, they'll knock on your door. Oh, like after you say no, and then they're going to snatch you up and then they're going to make you sell your shit. So...
You know their new website, www.alibaba.ccp.
.ccp.org/we rule. XPEV got more government funding. That's why they moved up yesterday. Donnie Pump is impeached for a second time, as we talked about earlier. We are no longer in the Donnie Pump era. That's why futures are running up a little bit more.
Inauguration.
Yeah, right? As we talked about this before, did we talk about this last episode? We were going from Donnie Pump to a Biden bump. Tesla cars got recalled. 158,000 cars got recalled because of a touchscreen failure, and Apple is rumored to be buying Canoo. Who? Canoo is a ticker symbol GOEV. It is a company that has a very, very interesting way of dealing with electric vehicles. It's more like a bus shape type scenario where from what I understand, is like you could take these like shells and you could move them from different battery packs. So I'll read up a little bit more into it, but initially that's what I got. I only got like 3 minutes to look into it, but
They're really setting up,
they really are.
2024.
They really are.
Pretty much.
So if you,
They're moving
if
quick.
we're really looking at at Apple stock currently, I still think it's undervalued. It's dirt cheap,
man.
It's dirt cheap for what Apple does. So if you are looking into getting, and Apple's not done. Apple's still a growth stock to me. No matter how long they've been in business, they're still a growth stock because they're constantly innovating. So that's pretty much it for current events. What are your top plays for the next few days?
We're still going to swing FDX, again, my 260 target on that one. SPCE, depending on what we do tomorrow, most likely I might let it go just because of the huge pop that we saw. It's one of those sell the news, buy the rumor, sell the news. LMT, I'm just going to continue to hold on to that and keep adding on to it. Like what Nico said, dollar cost averaging is the best way to grow your portfolio. AAL Airlines. The reason I chose AAL is because it has a nice chart. It follows Southwest, and I think we got 2-3 days on this one. And I'm just going to keep adding on to Baba.
Nice. For me, I'm still holding on to FedEx. I don't think I'm going to get rid of FedEx for a while. I might look into getting rid of Jamia in a bit. I think it's ran up a little bit already, so tomorrow might be the day that I take some profit for that. I'm looking at an exit for Neo. I think around these levels, we're looking at a consolidation play, or I might buy more covered calls just so that I can protect it because I still have until February to close anyways. Wells Fargo, they report earnings on Friday. I'm in Apple. I'm swinging Apple until February, and I think that there's more to be had over there. And I added another 100 to BNGO, and I'm still in Palantir, and I'm looking to get covered calls in Palantir. But that is pretty much it. Any last words?
No, we're actually drawing the winner for this Saturday. We got a lot of entries.
We definitely did. With that being said, follow me on Instagram at Trading Poppy. Follow John on Instagram at John C Trades. Follow us together at TradingDaddies.com for anything, really, anything. I mean, Instagram is also Trading Daddies. Get into our Discord. I can't stress this enough. I can't stress enough how important it is for starting traders to get into our Discord. If ask us anything. We started a new channel on there for trading questions. We do need to answer that one question from that one guy. We did get into to a Q&A type channel in the Discord. So ask us anything because we want to be able to help you guys out. We're not here to hold back any type of information from you guys. Our job is to give you guys the proper information and to equip you guys with the proper tools in order for you guys to be successful in the market, because it's hard enough as it is. Like, it's hard enough as it is to trade by yourself, right? And let's just trade as a group because it's a lot more fun. Some people will charge you $350, $450 just to have access to a chat room like this, but we're giving it to you guys for free because we care, right? All we really ask for you guys is to give us a thumbs up on wherever you guys listen to your podcast. Give us a good review. Shoot us a line on Instagram. Shoot us any type of interaction is definitely helpful. If you guys really love us that much, you guys could also watch our YouTube. Give us comments on that one. Give us a thumbs up. But with that being said, let's get trading.